We start with news on the just ended district level elections. And as widely reported, many areas in the Greater Accra region recorded low turnout despite vigorous campaigns from aspirants, NCCE, civil society organizations and Electoral Commission. JoyNews checks at the Ayawaso West Wagon constituency revealed voter registers did not have half of voters' details.
At the Ayawaso West Wagon, presiding officers and aspirants blamed the low turnout on the lack of interest by citizens. Although some polling stations opened earlier than others here, almost all of them recorded about 20 people as at 2 p.m. At the Mensawu Street polling station, A, B and C, polling agents encountered various challenges, including escaping the scorching sun by taking cover in different areas. Here's the presiding officer at one of the polling stations.
Regarding the turnout, I would say it's average. We were expecting a better turnout, but unfortunately, we are just recording average figures. Yeah, just average figures. But the day is not gone yet. We are just halfway through. So let's see the other half of the day, what we are going to record. But so far, we have an average turnout. Yeah, average turnout. Because of the sun rays, and without canopies, they cannot continue doing the work under the sun. So they have to relocate.
We moved to another area within the municipality where the story was a bit different. This is the Adregano ADMA Basic School polling station. This is the Adregano ADMA Basic School polling station A, B and C. More people had voted here compared to the other areas. Verification officer at one of the polling stations, Papa Sai, said no major challenges were encountered.
We started exactly on time, and the people, because the unfortunate aspect of it all is because today is Tuesday, so most of them are really workers, and when you call them, they'll be like they're not coming from work and stuff. So we are hoping to still get the best of it. Yeah.
The Electoral Commission says it has already deployed some 58,000 biometric verification devices, 159,000 trained electoral officers, as well as voter registers for all polling stations across the country for the elections.
And the situation was not different at Agbogloshi, and many voters had to visit at least 3 polling stations beyond the point of original registration just to get verified.
Actually, when I come here, to say me buy no na almost me go check me we me call first me call C column almost me din no me say call 8 column almost me din no me buy no almost getting to 1 hour now. Me nim dey ekoso. Ntina I feel I almost actually me say me nko baby fufu na me nko check me din. Me so me name the entire dey na basa. Register correct. I be check here so say me buy no me won dey ekoso. Almost me nko another place be I want to see me.
The place we are voting now, you know, if you go there, you won't get your name.
What did they say is the problem?
The problem that the other people tell that the machine spoil. You see, and they bring different one. But the way we tire before we get a vote is not fine because they change the polling stations, the names. You go here, they will tell you that go here, you go here, go here.
Yeah, Bray didn't fitiano pa me ba. Sesia ni minyame din. Fitiano pa 6 o'clock me ba. Omunsha ye wo hopa. Omun pese omunshe, omu bie ba ku mienu a, omu se me udi ni mo. Na hyemu no a. Nta omunsha ye. Ya bre wanu bebre be ba ha. Omunsha ye papa nya sa de a. De be ba no. Abrewa.
Away from that, about 5 residential wooden and metal container facilities were destroyed by fire at the Kuwait suburb of Kumasi. An intervention by fire service personnel prevented the blaze from spreading to nearby shops and other structures. There was no casualty, but displaced victims who were not present at the time of the outbreak lost property worth hundreds of cedis. Nana Asinsumensa witnessed the incident and filed this report.
The arrival of the fire personnel proved crucial in averting what could have been a disaster. The cause of the fire is immediately unknown as fire personnel begin investigation. Even then, it took a while for them, together with volunteering residents, to bring the situation under control. After the fire tender ran out of water and a second one called in. Mami B, who operates a drinking bar nearby, is still counting her losses. The
I was on an errand just behind my shop, and someone rushed to tell me that the building had caught fire. I got there as quickly as possible. The fire had gutted most of my valuables. It had gutted my prepaid meter and almost all my belongings.
For JoyNews, Nana Asansunesa, Kumasi.
Let's get on to some of the stories. And the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has called on judges of Ghana Superior Court to exhibit honesty, integrity, and sound knowledge of the law in the discharge of their duties, warning the country will no longer tolerate any act of corruption involving judges. The president swore in some 34 High Court judges and 11 Court of Appeal judges. The appointment, based on recommendation of the Judicial Council, includes some 33 females and 18 males for the judges. Addressing the judges, President Akufo-Addo described as unacceptable the situation where some judges gave orders without reason and rulings not based on sound application of the law.
The Constitution affirms the final judicial power in the state is vested solely in the judiciary and not in any other agency or organ of the state. The judiciary has exclusive jurisdiction in all matters of the breach of the law, civil and criminal, including matters relating to the interpretation and enforcement of the Constitution. It has thus onerous responsibilities to protect the individual liberties and fundamental human rights of citizens, to act as the arbiter in disputes between the state and the citizen, to act as the arbiter in disputes between citizens, and to serve as the bulwark for the promotion of the orderly development of our nation and for the defense of the liberties and rights of our people. So, to our new justices of the High Court and Court of Appeal, it is important to bear in mind that the growth of our nation demands that we have a judiciary that commands the respect of the people by the nature of its delivery of justice, as well as by the comportment of its judges. It is vitally important that we have judges who are honest, possess integrity, and a sound knowledge of the law. The situation where judges prefer judgments on the basis of decisions from lower courts and cite them as law is not acceptable, and even less so when judges cite no authority at all for their rulings and give orders without reasons. You must be learned, know your case law, and ensure your decisions and judgments are properly motivated. Application of the laws of the land must occur, in the words of the judicial oath you have just taken, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and therefore without recourse to the political, religious, or ethnic affiliations of any citizen of the land. When a person falls foul of the law, we expect the person will be dealt with accordingly, and the law enforcement agencies, including the High Court and the Court of Appeal, must ensure that this is done. We cannot have development which will bring jobs to our youth without order.
Now, Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Barbara Otengje, she says the Year of Return initiative declared by President Akufo-Addo in 2018 has resulted in a 45% increase in Ghana's tourism figures. Speaking on the sidelines of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols, she hinted the president will launch another project in 2020 after the Year of Return. She says the initiative will bring Africans living in the diaspora closer to Ghana.
The Year of Return that was declared by His Excellency the President in 2018 has been very successful for the country. We have increased our tourist numbers into the country by about 45% as at September 2019 over the figures for last year. And tourism receipts have correspondingly also increased. And I think that across the sector, across the industry, all businesses have benefited, and it has generated the required foreign exchange for the country. And it has been a successful project, and we are looking at leveraging on it for the year 2020 and beyond.
So leveraging on it on the year 2020 and beyond, what are we looking at?
Exactly. The President is going to launch the project in January 2020. It is going to build a closer relationship with the African Americans of the diaspora to ensure that they don't just come and visit and go away, but they actually forge closer bonds with Ghana and with Africa. So it's going to be a long-term project. It's not going to be a one-year project. It's going to be a long-term project with various pillars which are going to benefit both our brothers and sisters of the diaspora as well as the country Ghana.
Well, Year of Return, we're also back in the studio. We are going to bring you the latest news headlines we have on the front and the back pages of the newspapers.